What is going on YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and I am back with another video. This time I actually have quite a few unboxings for you guys. I actually just got back from a short vacation trip and I came home to a few packages and I'm excited to show you guys what I picked up. But before we get started, like always, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel, I ask that you go ahead and just hit that subscribe button for me, guys. This way you can always see when I post new videos. And of course, if you like this video, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button for me. It always helps the channel out. Shares my videos out there with people who haven't yet seen some of my stuff. So like always, comment down below as well to let me know what you think of these books that I picked up. One of these books is actually not a comic, but it is comic related. Something that's what I thought is really cool. One of the our fellow collectors kind of does some amazing things, and we're able to work out a deal, and I picked up something from him. So either way, we are here for some unboxings. So let me get started with the first one. This one I actually picked up off of a live sale. A book that I've been hunting for another copy for a while, but it has really spiked in price, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find one that actually was affordable. But to me, I think it's worth it picking up this book now while we can, because I think once this character appears in the MCU, it is a Marvel book like most of my books are. I think that it's going to take another leap higher. To me, one of my favorite characters from his his book, it's an X-Men book, so one of my favorite X-Men characters, and a lot of people's favorite X-Men characters. So this person actually did throw in a free book, which is cool. I always like when people do that. It is a copy of X-Factor versus the Alliance of Evil, number 5. Probably something that I haven't read when I was a kid, but either way, who knows if I've owned this book in the past. I've had so many. But very nice of the seller to throw this in. That was very nice. And of course, the book I am talking about, and this seller probably claimed it to be a 4.0. It does have a little bit of color brightening in the top right hand corner, which I knew about, but you know what, I'm not sure if it's a 4.0. I'm going to say it's probably a 3.5, but either way, I do think this is a great deal what I paid for this book. It is a copy of X-Men number 12, the first appearance of the Juggernaut. Now, I've been hunting this book like crazy. I actually have a 1.8 CGC copy of this book, and I definitely wanted to upgrade. This is definitely an upgrade for me, and you can see it would benefit from a press. You can see some of the non-color breaking creases, so that's something we'll take care of at some point. There are a few spine ticks on this, which is fine by me. I paid a total of $950 with free shipping, so to me this is well worth it. If it, I thought it was, he said graded at a 4.0. I think it's probably around a 3.5, but either way, definitely worth the money I think that I paid for this book. Definitely want to add another copy before he hits the MCU. Who knows when it's going to happen, but either way, it's a Silver Age key, a Silver Age X-Men key too, and X-Men are hot, super hot. So to me, that was well worth the pickup, and I'm happy I was able to finally snag that book for a good price, because all the graded copies are 4.0. They're probably listed about $1,500 right now on eBay, so that to me was a really good price. The next book is something that I picked up off of Instagram, just somebody who was listing a book. They had claimed the book to be a 5.0. In my opinion, there's no way this book was a 5.0 just from the pictures, but we're going to take a look once I unbox this thing. It's probably around a 4.0 in my opinion, just from the pictures, but either way, I still thought it was worth the price I paid. And that's probably the name of the game, guys. When you are looking at books, you got to really see if it's a good deal or not. A lot of people right now, they're crazy with what they're asking for stuff, in my opinion. Some of the stuff is fair, and that's great, but you want to be on the lookout for stuff that's undervalued and underpriced. If you can get a deal, at least that's what I try to do when I try to sell books, especially if there are other collectors in the community that I want to help out. As long as I'm getting close to what the last sale was, I'm okay with that, and I'm flexible. So if it's like 50 bucks under, 100 bucks under, that's the best deal I can get at that point. I think it's worth it if I'm helping out a fellow collector. Not everything has to be a new record, especially if you are a collector out there and not just looking to flip books. So very happy that this person put this in a top loader. Always like to see that. They did use some packing tape, which I'm never a fan of on these books, but like I said, it's in a top loader, so it's not a big deal. And they did bend the corners, which really helps a lot on the tape. But then they did tape the middle of this thing to make this, of course, harder for me to get out. Let's see if I can go this way. All right, see if I could slide this thing. No, I'm gonna have to take this other portion out. All right, I got it. At least got one side of it anyway. But the top loader definitely helps because I don't have to worry about damaging the book. So they claim this book was a 5.0, like I said. There's a little bit of spine wear, like I see a lot with this book. But you know what? Definitely don't think it's a 5.0, but you know, it could pull out a 4.5. But like I said, I tend to undergrade things. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the top loader and just leave it in the bag. And it's actually a nicer Mylar bag too, which always helps it presents well. But either way, it is a raw copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 13, the first appearance of Mysterio, and I apologize for the glare on these Mylars. But you could see the spine wear on this book. You could see the creases, so that's what prevents it for me from becoming a 5.0. But I do think it really is a nice copy. It has really beautiful colors, which I'm happy about. And anybody who's been watching my channel, I am picking up everything raw right now. I think you get a better deal, especially if you're able to grade stuff on your own. You're able to get a better deal right now on raw books, and I don't think everything has to be graded. Now, with that said, I have submitted a CGC submission of 4 books. One of them wasn't mine, but it was merely for protection because they were high-value dollar books, and I was a little afraid that something might happen to them. So either way, I have nothing against CGC graded books or any slab books. It's just I'm picking up everything I can find in raw for these Silver Age keys, Bronze keys, anything like that. That's what I'm doing. If you can get the best value for your dollar for the same grade, I think it's worth it, especially if you have a good eye in seeing what books are graded as. Just to make sure that they're complete, that there's no restoration. You always take a chance on raw books, you know, for finding restoration. But if most of the time, if you buy from reputable sellers, they're pretty good as well. So with that said, those are the 2 books that I was able to snag and add to my collection this week. I have one other unboxing. Like I said, it's not a comic, but it is comic related item. And here it is in this giant box. So bear with me as I get this thing open. So I'll go ahead and tell you the story that there's one of our fellow comic collectors on Instagram. His handle is Kuma's Comics with a K, Kumas Comics. Really great guy from Hawaii. He is an amazing artist. And when I say amazing, I'm talking spectacular. You would think that he'd be drawing for one of our, comic companies, whether it be Marvel, DC, Independent, whatever. He's actually amazing. And this is actually the second commissioned piece of artwork that he's done for me. So it is an original art. Like I said, if you guys are into original art, and a few of the people have taken me up on the last time I showed you guys what he's done. And he did a 6-piece commission for somebody else, and they all came out amazing. So what he does is he recreates iconic comic covers, and he did a Hulk #1 for me. I have it framed at some point. You could see it in the background there. You see it above my Neil Adams Hulk. It's absolutely amazing. And so I had him commission another one for me, except this time I didn't actually paid him with another book. So I traded him a book, and he traded me the original art and some cash, and to me, I thought it was totally worth it, especially since I was selling the book anyway. So if you're into original art and you would like to have a piece of original art and something that means something to you, meaning like a classic cover of a book that you love and you'd love to have an original art piece of, then he's your man. His prices are fair. He does, it's very detail-oriented work. If you haven't checked out, he's done a lot of stuff. Check out his Instagram because he did an amazing Spider-Man 300 First Venom, which is mind-boggling to me because you know what that cover is and all the 300s in the background. How that thing came out was spectacular. It would look like Todd McFarlane drew it. So, to me, when you see this stuff, it's hard to come by, and I think it's well worth the price. If you aren't interested in original art, but you'd like seeing some of this stuff, he actually has prints available for this stuff. So they are, like copied prints of original art pieces. So if you're interested in that, also give him a shout. Very nice guy. So there's one piece of tape here I got to get off, and that should do it. There we go. He also does an amazing job packing this stuff. So he's got 2 pieces of boards around it as well inside here. So I'm gonna, oh no, I apologize. He actually just has the tape on this board, so I just need to remove this tape. There you go. This is amazing. absolutely amazing. It is one of my favorite comics of all time. Amazing Spider-Man number 129, the first appearance of the Punisher and Frank Castle. The Punisher and Spider-Man are probably my two favorite characters alongside of the Incredible Hulk, and this is just spectacular. My probably top two of my favorite covers. The others is Amazing Spider-Man 39, so maybe one day I'll ask him to do one of those. But this is absolutely breathtaking. I actually did have 4 copies of this book. Now I'm down to 3 because I thought it was prudent to just sell one the way the market's going. So I still have 3 copies. They're all over there. And I'm going to put this with the rest of the copies. So if you guys can check this out, it's absolutely amazing. What this is 11 by 17 board. He will age it, like on my Hulk one, he ages it to look the appropriate age. We had agreed upon to kind of, because this was a Bronze Age book, to kind of let it be natural without aging it, because it, you know, in the 70s you didn't get too much age. You probably maybe had a slight, and that's it. It didn't need to be beat up. And you can see, I don't know if you can see here, there's a little bit of slight aging that he did, but this actually came out phenomenal. I gotta get another frame for this thing. But dude, if you're listening, thank you so much. This really is spectacular. So that's it. Like I said, if you guys enjoy original art, check him out on Instagram, Kuma's Comics. Like I always do, guys, I am picking up raw books, bigger keys if I can find them raw. You're getting a better deal. If you don't mind having raw books, a lot of people love their slabs, and that's fine. To me, I'd rather save the money and put it towards more books right now, especially books that I think are going to go up in value. So that's it for this whole video, guys. As always, thanks for bearing with me through this unboxing. If you guys haven't checked out some of the videos that I've been putting out, I put out some top 10s, some top 5s. I've also started a Hot 10, which is, of course, the books that were through the Hot 10, a key collector app, and may have someone coming to jump on with me to my next one that I do, but I wanted to feel people out and see if they like the series before I do that. So there will be another one coming probably at the end of this week, but if you haven't checked out the others, there is a playlist for Hot 10, Top 10, Top 5, and all things comic collecting. So as always, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.